Hey, true believers, this is Dr. T, and I have a CGC unboxing. The first of the year. I might have a couple more later in the year. I don't plan on sending too much to CGC this year. But I submitted this at Salt Lake City Fan X back at the end of September. We're at the beginning of January. I just got these in, so it did take a while. There are a few Reholder books in here, and then 4 X-Men related comics to unbox. So let's get right into this. It's one of those things where I haven't been accumulating raw books to send in. I have a few that I want to consider sending in, but I haven't really been collecting for that aim. But there are a couple books in here that I'm really excited about. I'm thinking to sell a couple of them. There's a couple that I want to keep. One in particular has got to be a 9.8 in order to keep it. And so here we go. Yeah, Reholder. CGC did contact me about one of my Reholders. It had been on display at my dad's, and they're just the ignorance, I'll take the blame for it, of just certain light coming through the window. It wasn't direct sunlight, but enough where the book, it was a 9.6, and they did contact me and tell me that it had gone down to an 8.5. Fortunately, I have this book also in a 9.8, so I'll probably end up selling this, getting a little bit for it. But yeah, the cover had just been faded too much. And but yeah, I'm excited about some of the Reholders, and I hope it turns out okay. I have not seen the grades for any of these. And so I don't even know which ones are the Reholders or not. So this is with the X-Men 97 custom label. Yeah, X-Men 54. This is an Onslaught book. I had bought this book raw in Colorado. These have been pressed. I didn't think they really needed much of a pressing, but I did it anyway. I'm really hoping that this works out okay, and perhaps Onslaught even comes into season 2 or 3 of X-Men 97. I mean, those of you that watched it, you saw how it ended with Magneto and Wolverine basically doing the X-Men 25 Fatal Attraction storyline, and so hopefully as a result of that, we get Onslaught. Again, I don't know the grade. It needs to be a 9.8. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. 9.8. Cheers. I probably bought this book for $10 raw at a really great comic store in Colorado, just in Westminster, Colorado, just outside of Denver. That's fantastic. And the custom label always look really nice. You always think, oh, I'll sell it. And then you're like, oh, but it looks so good. Yeah, this was a pretty minty, spicy book. Glad that turned out that way. Here's the next one. Yeah, this is X-Men 56, just a couple issues later. And this is the Magneto and Rogue cover, also the X-Men 97 custom label. I'm glad I sent these in before the most recent CGC price hike, but here we go. This needs to also be a 9.8. I thought this was a really minty book as well. No spine ticks from what I remember. You're always looking for little plastic pieces or hairs inside these cases. I don't see any. I'll have to, after the video, just go back and inspect maybe a little more carefully, but they look to be in pretty good shape. So here we go, 9.8 or nothing. 3, 2, 1. There's also a 9.8. It's always a relief because you're like, what a waste if it's not. Just in terms of monetarily, I probably bought this thing for $6. I mean, this store, what's the name of it? It has like a generic toys, comics and toys as its banner. Oh, Hero Collectibles, Heroes Comics, something like that. I should know that. It's the store, the owner's son is Lee Kirby Ditko Comics, John. And I've met him there before, several years ago, like probably back in 2021. But every one of their books in their back issue bins are in Mylar. And so, yeah, this was probably a $6 book. Coming back, the spicy 9.8. And so let's get into the others. Yeah, these are hefty packaging now, the way CGC is doing this. So let's see what we have. This must be the Marvel 2-in-1 annual number 7. Yeah, this is the one they told me. You can see the color has faded substantially. Actually, let me go grab my 9.8 copy so you can... The cover's faded, but it's not too bad, and I bet it's been like this a long time. Yeah, first appearance of the champion, Trico Slaterus, last issue. Pretty sure this is an 8.5, because that's what they told me in the email. Yeah, so 8.5. This is the only one I knew. I sent this one in also because the paper that they put in between the front cover and the first page, the cover and the first page, it had slid down. This was to help present the book better. But white pages, 8.5, but just that fading on the cover. Let me grab the other 9.8 copy so you can see the difference. All right, so here's the 9.8 and the 8.5. You can see the fading. I mean, this isn't terrible, but this is just a lot brighter. You see it in the Thing's browns and Sasquatch's browns. You see it in Colossus's face. But yeah, those are the two books. This one's going to get sold, and this one's going to stay in the PC, of course. This is my dad's favorite comic book ever. I have the Raw, his original Raw copy off the rack from 1982, and so have it in a 9.8 because of how much he loves this particular story with the Thing battling all these people, or all these Marvel characters battling the champion, and then the Thing battling the champion also, and the champion being so impressed with the Thing's honor and his fighting skills and his courage. Yeah, great story. This was also a Reholder. They didn't tell me I got a grade knock on any of the others, but yeah, this one I've had for a while. Wolverine: The Origin from 2001. I have 2 copies of this in a 9.8. I'll probably keep this one because it's the Reholder and sell the other one that's in one of the older CGC holders from like 2013 or before that. But this should be a 9.8. Yep, came back a 9.8. And this one also, one of the reasons why I got the Reholder, it had like a not just a hair, but like it was a white circle of hair at the very top of the book. And it came that way when I bought it on eBay years ago, and I just never did anything about it until now. And then we also know that the reholdering fee is going up to $25 to reholder the comic. So to get a modern book graded, it'll be $27 before your membership discount. And then to get the reholder, $25. That is wild. That is wild. I don't know if I'm ever going to... I don't know if I'm going to do many reholders after that. Just checking for the top waviness. Sometimes in these books there's a little bit of waviness. It's not totally flat inside the inner well. But all of these cases look really, really good. All right. What we have... Yeah, this is another reholder. This is the Thing number 1 from 1983. I have the whole run raw of this. My dad probably has 85% of the run raw from off the rack from 1983, 4, 5. And then I, not that many months ago, bought the whole series off of James with Mint Hunter Comics, a really nice, like, near mint minus to near mint collection of these Thing books. Maybe some of them are very fine near mint books, but this needs to be a 9.8. It did have off-white to white pages before. We have the Fantastic Four custom label. The Thing is one of my favorite characters in Marvel. I hope this sucker didn't get any lower than a 9.8. There's the 9.8. It kept the off-white to white pages, but very nice. This is one, I don't know the grade of this. This needs to be a 9.8. I bought this at Salt Lake FanX from a great comic seller from Bakersfield, California, who was there. So this definitely needs to be a 9.8, True Believers. And yeah, this is going to be a great Wolverine comic in the collection. I'm a huge Wolverine collector. And, you know, we got to love Spider-Man as well. But here we go. 3, 2, 1, 9.8. What did I buy this for? $50 raw, $40 raw, $30 raw. I can't remember, but this one, yeah, it goes for more than that in a 9.8. It's amazing. To buy a book raw and to see its potential as a near mint copy, according at least to CGC. I mean, there was not a spine tick on this sucker. It was also pressed. So far with my grading, I am 3 for 3. True Believers, all 9.8. So now, the last book. This is a reprint of Hulk 181. Yeah, Wolverine battles the Incredible Hulk. It's not numbered. The number NN not numbered. Marvel Comics, 1989. Oh, collects Incredible Hulk 180, 181. So it is 180 and 181. This needs to be a 9.8, True Believers. Let's see if Dr. T can go 4 for 4. 3, 2, 1, boom! 4 for 4. All 9.8. I was going to sell this one. I have a 181. I don't have a 180. That's part of the collecting goals for 2025. But True Believers, 4 for 4, 9.8. And yeah, that's fantastic. I wish I had more cons to go to out here where I live in Utah. We don't, but you do what you can. I forget where I got this particular issue. Oh, I got this from James with Manhunter Comics. That's right. He in one of his Sunday live sales several months ago, I picked this up. I don't know what it was, $5, $6, $7, $8. I don't know. If you've never checked out Manhunter Comics Sunday live sales, they're quite good. He does it for multiple hours, really fantastic. But yeah, True Believers, Wolverine 9.8s, X-Men 9.8s, Reholders, comics, everybody for life. Yeah.